We did it, everybody. It's the end of another year. 2024 is in the rearview mirror. 2025 is coming right for us and we need to swerve. All joking aside, 2024, pretty good year, pretty weird year as far as like the main channel goes. I'm posting this video, by the way, on both the gameplay and the main channel at the same time, so if you're not subscribed to one, you'll still see it. Now, to address the main channel, I didn't do a whole lot this year. Over the summer, I mentioned it in a couple of videos at this point, but I had that manic episode where I just had zero motivation to really do much of anything. I just couldn't get my mind in the right space that I wanted it to be in order to be able to make main channel videos. I was still reading, not a whole lot. It did take me 3 or 4 months to finish Skeleton Crew by Stephen King, a book that I've read before and is full of short stories. But I'm happy to say that I'm back on the reading track and book reviews should be on the way if I don't procrastinate. I still have to write the review for Six of Crows, and that might warrant a whole reread just so I can refresh my memory and what exactly happened in that book. Coffee vlogs still happening. This is the year I became an affiliate with Top of the Morning Coffee. I'm gonna go ahead and plug that here. If you want 20% off your first order, go to topofthemorningcoffee.com/MattBird and use code MattBird at checkout. And I do get a little bit of kickback from that, just so you know. So yeah, that might be the focus of the main channel for 2025 is more book reviews and more coffee reviews. I do still want to talk about movies. I just saw Terrifier 3 recently. My brother and I went to see Sonic the Hedgehog 3 in theaters. I did also see Lord of the Rings War of the Rohirrim. I do plan on making videos about all 3 of those films. I just remembered, I also watched Alien Romulus, which I kind of want to make a video about as well. So yeah, just stuff talking about what I've seen, read recently. You know, the direction the channel has been for the last, 4 and some years. As far as Pokemon cards and other trading card games are concerned, I do still plan on making content focusing on that. The issue right now, the reason I haven't been doing any Pokemon card stuff is because I have no more room for Pokemon cards. I need to get rid of my bulk. And I feel like I keep saying that and then not doing a bit. So here I am manifesting. Future Matt, get rid of your fucking bulk Pokemon cards. You don't need them. Just keep the holographics. Now, as far as the gaming channel is concerned, I'm not making any more promises because I took a look at the last year's end of the year video on Shadowsense Plays, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna play Vampire the Masquerade Shadows of New York. I'm gonna return to Castlevania Circle of the Moon and Harmony of Dissonance. I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. And I did basically none of that. I think the only game that I even mentioned in that end of the year address was Pizza Tower and BioShock 2, and I did both of those games. Oh, I also mentioned Sea of Stars, and I'm still doing Sea of Stars. So I didn't completely break all of my promises, but I broke a lot of them. I also teased that I was gonna do a Danganronpa Let's Play. I'm just gonna say it, I'm gonna address it here. I fear that unless I get back into streaming on Twitch, which I don't see happening in the foreseeable future unless I upgrade my rig really, really well, that's not happening, which is unfortunate. One, Danganronpa is a very long game. The videos would have to be like 2 hours a piece just so I'm not making a 70 or 80 part Let's Play series. 2, to do the idea that I was gonna have is it was me and a rotating co-host for that Let's Play. Because I didn't want to do every single goddamn voice in the game. It was going to be me and someone else. It was going to be someone different every recording session, and just the setting it up to where I'd have to stream it through Discord so they could see the screen, and then I'd have to set it up through OBS, and then I'd also have to have Audacity and ask them to have Audacity running. It's too much of a headache to set up. If I could get people here in person, it would be a lot easier, but I can't do that. A lot of my friends live in Canada. It's, like I said, unless I get back into streaming, it's just not gonna happen, and I apologize. So yeah, as far as Shadowsense Plays is concerned, I'm not making any promises. I do want to do more RPGs, and I think the theme for 2025, and possibly just going on forever, is that I'm just gonna try different stuff. Even if the series only ends up being 2 or 3 videos long, and I get disinterested and never finish the game, I just gotta tell myself that that's fine. I don't need to make everything into a full, complete, finished series. If I start playing a game and I get up to part 4 or whatever, and I'm like, I'm not really feeling this, I'm still gonna put it out, but I'm not gonna force myself to play through a game that I don't like, you know? Which means I'm gonna try BioShock Infinite, and if I'm not into it, I'm not gonna finish it. Because I'm gonna be completely honest, I was looking back at my original BioShock series, and I didn't seem super interested, and I didn't really grasp the story all that well. And honestly, even when I was recording BioShock 2 earlier in 2024, I just didn't care about it. And I think that kind of unfortunately shows in the videos that I just didn't really care about the story or the characters or really anything that was happening in the game. So yeah, I'm gonna try BioShock Infinite. Maybe not this year, but at some point. I'm gonna try it, and if I don't vibe, I don't vibe. And everybody's just gonna have to be okay with that. That's the vision I have for 2025. I'm just gonna try different things. Main channel stuff, I'm gonna try getting back into just more regular uploads. It probably won't be like once a week. I've never really had a schedule for the main channel, except back when I was doing music reviews literally every single week. But I'm gonna try to at least put out one video a month. I think I can do that. And as far as the gameplay channel goes, I'm just gonna try some stuff and see what I vibe with. And y'all are just gonna have to join me for that ride. Anyway, thank you guys so very much for watching the video, and thank you guys so very much for a great 2024. And until then, I'll see you next year. Bye-bye.